What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Shining Star series here on ESPN. A little bit of Thursday Night Thunder yet again, this time on the dirt. We've got some of the best from multiple different classes of racing trying their hand at some dirt racing here. We've got a few dirt racers in the field. One of them's on the pole here, Steve Kinzer. Luck of the draw, this is his specialty, and he's on the pole here with Randy LaJoy to his outside. Bobby Gerhart, Ryan Newman, another driver with some dirt racing experience. Then there's Craig Kinzer in the 13, and Jimmy Johnson. Green flag is in the air. We're racing on the dirt here from Bristol. And this is an exciting way to kick off an action-packed weekend filled with racing as these guys, best of the best in their respective categories of racing here, put on a show. And then there's going to be the heat races tomorrow. Saturday we have the trucks feature event, and then on Sunday it's Cup. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. We are back and we are rolling yet again. Yeah, we'll be ending the weekend off with Cup racing to close things out. That'll be the show on Sunday night. But let's focus in on our Thursday Night Thunder here, because we've got some action on the track right now, and it is really picking up. Tony Stewart's somewhere in the field, right? Where's he at? The purple car. Is that him right there? Yep, there he is. Tony Stewart in the 14. He is actually also another one of those drivers with dirt experience, so I'll be expecting to see him climb up through the field here shortly. On the outside, here comes Bobby Gerhart, right to the rear bumper of Steve Kinzer. Steve and Craig Kinzer, father and son, I believe. I actually have to. That's something I looked it up a while ago, and now I'm second guessing myself. Where's my phone? Let's put it down. Here it is. Yeah, we fact check that really quickly while y'all enjoy this amazing racing happening on your screens. Yeah, father and son. So Steve Kinzer and his son Craig Kinzer, as I believe I just said. Might have said it backwards. You get the gist of it. Craig Kinzer has some experience in stock cars as he ran the Pro-Am National Series a few seasons back on a part-time basis. I believe the inaugural season, actually. So definitely has some experience. He ran dirt in this type of car back at DuQuoin and Springfield when those two dirt tracks were on the schedule. So he knows a little something about racing stock cars on dirt. Sam Hornish Jr. holding his own, doing a pretty great job. He's an open wheel guy, so this is pretty much polar opposite of what he's used to doing. But Steve Kinzer and Bobby Gerhart continuing to lead the way. Surprised with Bobby Gerhart here running as well as he is. He's adjusted pretty quickly. Kevin Harvick ran a lot of these MG Cup guys actually were around when Cup had their first attempt at running Bristol on the dirt. We brought it back last season. They ran that there as well, so they have a little bit of experience, and that's why it's not too surprising to see them running well up front here. But Sam Hornish Jr., he must have. I mean, I know last season was his rookie year, but he must have gotten some extra training in. Maybe found himself a simulator and started practicing on the simulator or something, because he is absolutely hauling it here. Doing way better than I expected. But speaking of devil, here's Tony Stewart. I mentioned him earlier. I said he'd be a threat. Here he is. He's coming with a huge run as Bobby Gerhart challenges Steve Kinzer for the race lead. Stewart ripping the top, trying to reel these two in, and he will. He's going to get to the outside of Gerhart and probably pass him with ease here, as he's got the cushion to his advantage. He's got it working pretty well. No, Gerhart holds his own. He held his own down there on the bottom that time by, but Stewart now ripping the lip yet again, and he's gonna get his nose to the outside of Kinzer as well. Kinzer couldn't quite shut the door. Steve Kinzer and Tony Stewart side by side for the race lead. What a battle. So we're past the halfway point of this race. It's the quick shootout, as all races in this series have been. As here comes Frank Kimmel with a huge run. He also ran at DuQuoin and DuQuoin and Springfield, but also he ran at the Charlotte Dirt Track as well last season. And around goes Tony Stewart. Kimmel got into Stewart, and he's gonna spin up into the outside wall. Another car got collected as well. Misunderstanding there of where each other wanted to go, and just ran out of room. Simple as that. Frank Kimmel is your leader. We know Tony Stewart's not going to be happy with that. We know Kimmel's probably going to feel like that wasn't his fault, but that was just racing there, guys. That wasn't. You can't really point the finger at either driver. That was really just a matter of two guys going for the same spot on the racetrack. I mean, there's nothing malicious at all about that. Frank Kimmel had the run of a lifetime on top there. And look at Sam Hornish Jr. He had probably an even bigger run than Kimmel as he flies by on the outside. So those guys knew they were there, but Kimmel wasn't quite there. Stewart's trying to shut the door. Kimmel's trying to keep his nose there, and they just make the slightest bit of contact, and around goes Tony Stewart. And into the outside wall goes both drivers, Kimmel and Stewart. But these cars are kind of tough. So Kimmel didn't get too much damage. Stewart didn't get really any damage. Their cars are all right, but Stewart's lost a lot of track position after having to gain a lot of track position earlier in the race. A little bit of contact with Chris Mack there as well. So it's just really unfortunate. 3 wide for the lead off turn number 4 there. And it looks like Kimmel did edge out Kinzer. Gerhart to the inside there. 3 wide at the stripe. Harvick's going to be P4. Kyle Busch P5. Sam Hornish P6. Jimmy Johnson. Scott Dixon is going to edge out Kenny Brack. Randy LaJoy. Chris Mack. Danny Lasowski, another dirt guy. Danny the Dude. And then there's finally Tony Stewart. So he lost a ton of position. Went from the lead to outside the top 10. Devastating for Tony Stewart there. I think 13th now. And there's Ryan Newman, Scott Sharp, Kurt Busch, Casey Kane, Jeff Gordon, Craig Kinzer, Elio Castroneves rounds out the field. That's really unfortunate for Tony Stewart. Green flag back in the air for Steve Kinzer and Frank Kimmel. Kinzer got a great jump on the outside. He's going to take the lead immediately here off the restart. Here comes Kevin Harvick with a run, though. Back to the back bumper of the 10 car, but couldn't quite make anything of it. pack of cars here. All these drivers so competitive, learn and adapt very quickly. A majority of these drivers trying something new or something they have little experience at, and doing a great job turning in heads here today with their performances. As Sam Hornish Jr. rockets his way up into second place, Scott Dixon follows through. He's looking for third. The open wheel guys invading the dirt racing scene here on the dirt at Bristol. Can they get up there and steal away this win, possibly? Bobby Gerhart trying to fight back. Harvick fighting back on the inside. Launches it off through 3 and 4. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for Steve Kinzer. Hornish in second. 1 final attempt down the back straightaway. Big run into 3 and 4. Up into the cushion. Can't quite get the run he needs. It's going to be Steve Kinzer winning here on the dirt at Bristol. And what a show these drivers put on. Tough break for Tony Stewart. But you know it's going to fire him up for the MG Cup race later this weekend. Steve Kinzer, though, victorious here at the High Banks at Bristol. That's going to do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see y'all tomorrow. And not sure when the next one is going to be. It's going to be a while before our next race. It'll be the last race for MG Cup on the Fox portion of the season before they switch over to the NBC. But you'll see us that weekend yet again here on ESPN at Sonoma. So yeah, until the next Thursday night Thunder. Hope to see y'all there. Till then.